Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
What it is? What it is? I don't know.
What it is.
What is indeed?
Still
I
working.
forgot what my thing was. What do I
Still
say?
workshopping that catchphrase.
I was gonna say what is up, but then I said what it is up. I don't know.
Crushing it.
Let's start over.
I refuse.
Oh,
We don't have time. The snow's coming.
Oh,
God.
no.
Oh no. Hey, some TV things have actually happened.
Yeah?
I feel like we don't often talk about TV. Well, the Golden Globes happened,
Oh, yeah.
which now is like gonna be old news. But,
Right.
a lot of snubs for Ted Lasso,
Oh, and their final season.
and a lot of love for a couple things.
I guess, yeah, because it would have been... This is the last season for a lot of things. Including, like, Better Call Saul, which...
Oh,
That I wouldn't
I
call that
didn't
a
see
snub.
them.
I don't think it won anything, but I wouldn't call that a snub because I think they knew that they probably weren't going to win anything because, like, the way they broke up the season, like, it just fell in awkward timing for awards, and also like Succession exists, and it's just
yeah,
kind of like,
Succession
feels
won
like it's built
everything.
for awards.
It's like Succession and The Bear.
Mm,
It's like won everything
yeah,
for TV,
drama and comedy. Yeah.
and a miniseries called Beef.
I haven't seen The Beef.
I haven't seen.
Is it
that
The
either.
Beef or Beef?
I think it's just Beef.
Mm.
With Stephen Yeun.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of it.
He won, and that miniseries won.
I know Nick Offerman won, right? Or was that an Emmy?
Oh, was that? Yeah, it might have been an Emmy.
For his Last of Us
Oh,
episode.
Yep.
Either way,
yeah. I mean,
he deserved that one.
I was just thinking, like, what has he done? But yeah, that makes sense.
That's all I know. I didn't even know the Golden Globes or anything happened
Yeah, it was
until
just
the
this-
next day.
Yeah.
It's just this week that we're recording. You know what else? Speaking of,
Mm-hmm.
is that they've been dropping all the so and so's been cast for Last of Us season 2.
I was just
which
thinking
I'm
that too.
super pumped about.
Who?
I don't know them.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The one that I've seen is Caitlin Deaver as
Okay.
is it Abby? Who's the other?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another lady in the Last
Yeah,
of Us.
Yes, yes. Which I wonder if you know who Caitlin Deaver is. She's like the best way that I can describe her is she's like a lady Michael Cera. the vibe that
Oh.
she gives me.
Okay.
She's kind of
That's
like
weird.
skinny and nerdy.
That's not what I think of for Abby at all.
Yeah, exactly. So I
She's a
wher if she's
beast.
like gonna get jacked.
Nice. Hope so.
She's gonna have to get a little bit more jacked, at least. I just looked up pictures of her. Yeah, she's gonna need to put some weight on those arms.
I think of Abby as like a swimmer or something. You know, it's
Yeah.
like upper body,
Mm-hmm.
like she
All-
got shoulders.
Yeah, 90% shoulders.
Working on a lot of back
Yeah, like
at the gym.
who's the female Michael Phelps?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Caitlin Deaver.
Caitlin Deaver is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. She in
Yeah.
stuff?
I mean, I
Things?
guess
Must be in something.
probably the reason why I connect her to Michael Cera is she was in a movie called Booksmart, which is to distill it in an offensive way to just call it a lady Superbad.
Okay.
It's obviously much more than that, but it's two dorky friends in high school.
Nice. I'm
Okay.
ready. Who plays McLovin?
It's still I was gonna say that actor's name, but no one knows that actor's name.
Yeah, I sure don't.
You're gonna say McLovin's
Yeah,
name?
McLovin. Like,
Do you know his name?
I'm sure if you said it to me, I'd be like, oh shit, yeah, that's it.
I
It's
refuse
like,
to look it up.
It's Christian Ponder or something. Like it's something like that.
Christian Bale Ponder.
That's probably it. That's probably
Christian Slater Ponder.
All right. Well, this isn't an award.
This isn't a TV
TV
podcast.
awards show. Not yet. Not for a couple episodes. Joe, what kind of podcast is this?
Ooh.
First, I sent you guys
Oh, I just saw
a
it.
picture.
That was
a
me.
series of pictures.
I saw it. Here's the question: does Jimmy know what it's from?
Does this make any? Is this important to you at all, Jimmy?
Oh, as a prisoner.
Prisoner.
To kind of recap for those that are listening and not watching along with our video podcast, there's been an ongoing thing about when we watch things on Netflix and then just let it run. The Netflix like screensaver scene will just show us like, hey, you might also want to watch this, and like show screenshots of stuff. And the one that would always come up is this movie called Prisoners, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman,
Wolverine himself.
Jack Human.
24601 himself.
Yes. Jean Valjean. Were you gone when we talked about this last? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that movie gets suggested a lot. Josh watched it a couple weeks ago. And said it was good and recommended it. And so I watched it last weekend.
Okay. Like you're done with it?
Yeah, it's a movie. I would watched it. But the thing is,
you didn't Joe watch it though, or you watched it in several
I did.
stints?
I Joe watched it, to be honest. I watched it in 2 episodes.
All right, nice.
The screenshot that they show on Netflix it's Jake Gyllenhaal sitting in a car, and outside the driver's side window there's Hugh Jackman like staring at him like angrily.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I can't wait for that scene to happen. And then when I watched the movie, it happens twice.
Oh,
there's two different scenes of that same exact setting. And so that was the photo that I had sent to the group chat. Just
nice.
Oh man. But now after seeing the movie, I totally get why that's the screenshot that they show, because anything else that you would show in that movie is like giving away too much.
Oh.
I mean, I know it's just like, did you like it?
Yeah, it struck me. It was made in like 2013, I think, or so.
2013, 14, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago
it
now.
very much is like it's like a 90s style thriller.
Oh, nice.
Like there's a crime that went
Sold.
on. It's super gross.
If it said that on Netflix, I would have watched it by now.
Yeah.
90s style thriller?
People are angry about it. Yeah, and it stars Wolverine, Mysterio, the original War Machine.
Oh, yeah.
Terrence. And the Riddler.
The Riddler.
Wait, which Riddler? Jim Carrey? Isn't it?
the most recent Riddler.
Most recent Riddler.
Oh, yeah, that guy. He's great.
He's fantastic.
I feel like there's
He's
one
creepy
more.
as hell.
I think the woman who plays War Machine's wife is... I think she's in Suicide Squad.
Oh,
Like
no
the
way.
boss of the
Margot
Suicide
Robbie?
Squad.
No, not her. That'd be wild. Margot Robbie just was randomly in this movie.
10 years ago. She's like 18. Younger? 15? How old is she?
Margot Robbie?
She seems
She's like in her
youngish.
30s, I swear it.
She's Barbie. She's timeless.
True.
But so 2/3 full, Jimmy. It's your turn. You got to watch The Prisoners.
guess
Check
so.
out Prisoners.
Let's speed this thing up so I can go get to my prisoner
It's
watch.
pretty great too when you figure out why it's called Prisoners. You're just like, oh. So this is what this movie is gonna be. Viola Davis played Amanda Waller in the Suicide Squad movie.
Okay, yeah, that was her. I'm starting to not like that we can watch anything and just now say what
hero?
superhero movie they're in.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I
That's
just
where the money is, baby.
now went. I don't like that anymore.
Do not like.
Which iteration of Batman were they from?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to be happy when I watch things and be like, oh god, I don't know any of these people from superhero movies.
Yeah. You remember in The Dark Knight, at the mayor's funeral scene.
Yep.
Where there's like, a 21 gun salute, and then there's one guy who's got this creepy smile on his face, and then he like shoots at Commissioner Gordon.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's in Prisoners.
Oh my god. What the? Oh my god.
That guy's got like that guy's face when you see.
Yeah, he's got a face.
He's got a face.
Oh my god.
But he was also in a superhero movie.
Yeah. Good movie. Check it out if you like a 90s thriller.
What superheroes are in the show that you're gonna make us watch today, Joe?
Oh man.
I'll let you know.
Mr. Fantastic potentially? I haven't seen all of these movies.
Okay. So I do know what show we're watching.
The Office?
Hey.
John Krasinski?
By the way, it's a TV podcast. We watched the first episode and the last
Oh.
episode. We skip straight to the end. We make predictions, blah, blah, blah.
You get it. You get it.
You get it.
You're not here for a description.
We've never done The Office.
What? Huh.
We've done the British Office.
We've done the British
Yeah.
Office. We've never done the American Office. And
Huh.
I think
That's wild.
it's wild. I think we've avoided it because the thing with this podcast is it's kind of fun when you can watch something that is new to us. Like, even if you've seen a show, but you've never seen like the beginning and end, it's kind of interesting to see where it
Right.
goes. Or even if you personally have seen all of the show, it's still kind of fun if like, oh, I'm introducing this show to Josh or something because Josh has never seen it and I'm interested to see what he thinks about it. But I think with The Office, all of us have seen at least the beginning and end. So
For
there's
sure.
not a whole lot of new discovery. But it is a wildly popular show for people of our demographic. So it's kind of wild that we've never done this show.
330 episodes in. We're
Yeah.
doing The Office, which just goes to prove to you how much TV there is to pick from.
Yeah. We've been able to avoid The Office.
One of the most
For this
popular
long.
shows made in the last decade.
Man.
Yeah. So I mean, we've obviously,
it?
Yeah, who's in The Office? 9 seasons, 201 episodes. We've all seen it. We've all, I'm pretty sure, have seen the beginning and end. But
Yeah.
The Office did have some waves in it. There's like, Steve Carell left at one point. There just has been ups and downs. I'm interested for you guys if you did you watch it all the way through or did you fall off at some point?
I fell off.
Do you know about one?
There's for sure maybe I fell off. I stayed on a little bit after Steve Carell, but I couldn't do it. I think Will Ferrell is immediately after for a hot second.
So it's 9 seasons. In season 7, midway through, is when Steve Carell leaves, and then they go through a kind of an auditioning phase of different bosses, and I think it is Will Ferrell who's the one that's immediately after.
I saw that and not much beyond.
See, Idris Elba, boss.
Yeah, Idris Elba is there for a little bit.
Yeah, I guess I have seen some of that.
Robert California,
Yeah, that's James Spader, right?
James Spader. Yeah.
I did not watch
Ultron.
much of that at
Ultron.
all. Ultron himself. Oh my god!
And also
I was
Idris
trying to
Elba
think.
is he's the Thor guy.
Blacklist guy.
Oh
He's
yeah,
the
yeah.
Thor guy.
He's a
He's the guy that operates the Rainbow Bridge in Thor.
Yeah, he owns the bridge.
Oh yeah, Idris Elba. Yeah. Sorry,
Oof.
my brain.
That
is
was
still-
just on Jeopardy. I can't remember that guy's name now.
It's wild. It's got,
Yeah, it's Norse.
It is Norse.
Heimdall.
Heimdall.
There you go.
The board is yours.
Thank you.
I too was thinking, I fell off. I didn't watch the whole thing, but then I came back
I mean, are
when
you
I knew
saying
it was ending.
you fell off while it was on TV?
Yes.
Because I'm never on usually when they're on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And this came out 2005
Yeah.
to start with, so we were in college.
Yep.
And I wasn't
literally
sitting around
fell
once
off
a week.
while binging. I was like, I can't watch
Yeah.
more of this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't sitting around. I knew The Office was a big deal and probably had seen things every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I was ever watching it week to week when it was on TV, just because of the time when it came out. Because I was living in 2005. I might not have been in a dorm room anymore.
Yeah.
But You're playing Call of Duty. I'm assuming, or Halo, right? That's what we were doing.
Yeah, I had like I was introduced to the show via like like pirated copies and DVDs, like prior to like season 3 or 4, I think, and so like became a super fan at that point, and then in my memory, I had thought like, oh, by like season 5, I kind of fell off. But then I was reading the Wikipedia earlier and like just like scrolling through to see like, okay, what happened in those seasons I missed? And I was like, oh no, wait, I did watch that. I did watch. Like, I think there's probably like episodes in there that I just kind of like fell off on. But it was like there was always something that like kind of kept me like, well, I guess I'll check it out still, because it was like season 7. They had announced that Steve Carell was leaving, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll check it out again. And then stuck around for a little bit after that, and then I was like, I'm done. But then it was like season 9, this is gonna be the last season, and I think I like jumped on for the like last few episodes of that before the finale.
Okay, just get caught up.
Yeah, to get caught up. So, but were you the same way?
I mean, because I honestly don't think I started watching it in any form of earnest until it was probably on like Netflix, whenever that would have been, because it was on Netflix for a really long time, right? So then I probably watched it, and I could have seen, I can't really remember, to be honest, but because I know after Steven leaves, it slows down a little bit. It's not nearly as bad as people pretend like it is.
Yeah.
But it's like not season 3, like prime Office either, kind of thing. So I probably watched like the first couple seasons, took a little break, watched for, got to that season 7, took another break, and then just like finished it. So I probably watched it over the course of like. You've
probably seen it all.
I've definitely seen all of it. Definitely seen all of it. But I probably, when I originally watched it over the course of like 6 months to a year, and not like 2 episodes every day until I was done in a weekend.
I think I've for sure seen all of like the first like 4 or 5 seasons, and then after that it's like pretty sporadic and less so the last 2 or 3.
Is it like me when people are like, have you seen all of Friends? And I swear I've not seen all of Friends, but there is enough Friends episode that you couldn't turn on that I'm not like, oh, I haven't seen that. I've seen that, like I've seen every single Friends, but I've never like watched Friends. I swear I've never watched Friends.
I was like bullied into watching all of Friends like not that long ago
by your wife,
by like several people that encouraged my wife and I to do that. She had seen it all. I had not, and I would not again. But,
seems like a lot.
We'll watch the like Thanksgiving episodes, do some holiday stuff, but I'd rather watch a Office holiday show,
which there are many.
There are great ones.
I do like a lot of the Office.
I do remember Christmas specifically watching the bottle episode where they tried to like spin off Schrute Farm. I remember that being a big deal, and I've obviously seen the very last one. Because that was a big deal. And I remember
do you remember seeing the one where Michael leaves?
Goodbye, Michael? I don't know if I could not picture a single scene from Goodbye, Michael.
I've seen that episode twice, and I've bawled every single time.
Because like that episode is kind of a finale in itself.
Yeah, should we just watch that?
No,
first and Goodbye, Michael.
I don't want to cry.
I want to see
tonight.
Josh cry tonight. I want to cry tonight. I want to feel feelings. I want to feel like I'm alive.
Yeah, I don't know why. But the funny thing about that is Goodbye Michael's one of the funniest episodes of The Office.
Ooh,
it's so funny.
Okay, 2 things.
But also you will cry the
We've been going for forever, probably. One is, have you seen the Peacock like super fan episodes?
No.
They had started going through and taking and putting in like scenes that
extended
just didn't
scenes.
make the cut for time, basically like bits. So there's episodes, some of them are just like a few minutes longer, some of them are like 10 to 15 minutes longer of material.
Yeah.
And that's pretty fun to be like, wait, I don't remember this scene. It's like, yeah, because it wasn't in the original. They had, I think they're just kind of slowly doing, like releasing them on Peacock as they go.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only maybe like 5 or 6 up there.
Yeah. I'd seen some of those, I think because they had those on some of the DVDs. For
Sure,
like season 3. Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of the deleted stuff
Mm-hmm.
and extra bits. Also, have you listened to Pam and Angela's like rewatch podcast? That's been going for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're done now. But
I haven't, yeah.
They have tons of people on, like directors and stuff, talking about like some inside baseball and all this stuff, and it's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
When they don't, it's less fun when it's just the two of them, because to me it's just like these are just like Midwest moms that I can't handle because I've grown up with it. Like maybe if I wasn't from here, it wouldn't be so like it's just like nails on a chalkboard to like
sharing
school.
hot dish recipes.
It's just like, okay, I can't. They're great though. It's a great pod.
I haven't listened to the pod at all. It's weird. I think when after I watched The Office once, I've like revisited maybe once or twice, like an episode here or there, the past years. Recently, The Office is not something that shares much like room in my brain.
Oh,
like I don't think about going, and maybe because it's on Peacock, and I don't go on Peacock very often, so I don't like see it.
That's
so, like,
part of it.
So it was probably just like once it was off Netflix, I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like Seinfeld went off Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And then I followed it. No, wait, it
was on
Hulu,
now.
and it went off of Hulu, went to Netflix.
Yeah.
And I followed it from Hulu to Netflix. I was like,
sure.
I will pay for the streaming service that Seinfeld's on.
Yeah,
Sure.
just give me the Seinfeld service.
But I was just like,
You're not
Office, you
watching
can
here.
walk away.
Isn't wrestling on Peacock?
It is.
that's the only reason I have Peacock. is to watch
Could also be Office.
is to watch the Royal Rumble on January 29th.
Ooh. Get that on my
I
phone.
believe that's what it is. Oh, by the way, Royal Rumble in my house,
Okay.
January 29th.
See you there.
You two are invited, listeners. You're not invited. Not invited.
We'll text you separately.
But you can hit us up at FNL Podcast and tell us, who do you think's going to win?
Mm-hmm.
Will Cody
Ooh.
finish the story? Will CM Punk win?
Who knows?
Willie? Okay.
Or will Drew McIntyre throw him out? I watched some Raw clips the other day, so I'm pretty up on it.
He's ready.
Yeah. So first episode of The Office, just called Pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It'll be interesting. Let's just watch it and we'll talk about it afterwards, because I'm sure we already have too much to say about the pilot. So we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of The Office. It was just called Pilot. Jimmy, write up?
I mean, do I have to? The listeners, have you not seen this?
Recap. I don't remember.
Let us know if you. Okay, the episode introduces Michael Scott, the regional manager at Scranton branch of Dunder Mifflin, a paper company currently under the threat of facing downsizing or redundancy, if you've watched the British Office. The news is delivered to him by Vice President of Northeast Sales, Jan Levinson Gould, who, along with the other employees, can barely tolerate Michael's foolish antics. Also introduced are a few other workers in the office, including Dwight Schrute, a socially awkward salesman and part-time volunteer sheriff's deputy, assistant to the regional manager. And then Jim Halpert, another salesman who enjoys playing pranks on Dwight. Pam Beasley, the receptionist on whom Jim harbors an obvious crush. And Ryan Howard, a temporary worker. We did see and have like some lines from a handful of other workers in there.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't get their names yet.
They're pretty just like nameless workers at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I noted that we had not much of Angela, Stanley, Kevin, Oscar, or Phyllis, but they were like there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I said like no warehouse people, which would be Daryl, of course, and the other people.
We had Roy,
Roy, I suppose.
but we don't really know. They didn't actually name that he was from the warehouse.
Not much.
I don't think.
And then know of Toby Creed.
Oh yeah.
Kelly Meredith.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly's definitely not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think Creed and
Would they say? I didn't even.
I think they would have been in the background, but I didn't actually notice them.
I don't remember them. Yeah.
So maybe they weren't yet.
They weren't like in the little parts of when the people were talking about downsizing amongst themselves. Like none of them were involved in that.
It was
they
just
were
like
in the background.
Oscar, Kevin, Angela, and their little powwow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael said something to Pam about HR, about her salary. I was like, oh, are we going to see Toby? But we did not.
Yeah, it's so like this episode is pretty much, I think, a direct remake of the pilot of the UK
Just
office.
about. It's Americanized a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's Americanized a little bit, but pretty much the same plot points. And then it seems like because the first season is 6 episodes, so there's 5 episodes after this, that they kind of regrouped and like made the rest of season 1 like wrote it more towards like the cast that they have and like tried to diverge a little bit. Of course, when they went to season 2, they like kind of went back to the drawing board again and revamped the show to more what it is. But yeah, this first episode is pretty much just like, almost shot for shot. And it's just like proof of concept of like, here's what it would look like. We're going to do the same thing, but just different actors.
Mm-hmm. They were going to update some jokes that Americans will understand and references, but for the most part, even Dwight's stuff being in Jell-O, that's from the British office.
Same gag.
It's a good gag.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good gag.
Should do that.
Yeah.
Seems hard.
Seems like it would take too much time to be worth it. But maybe not.
Yeah, it's an elaborate gag.
Maybe not.
I don't know. I mean, it's never happened to me. So if someone actually ever did it, I'd be like, how long did that take? It was worth that amount of time.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty good. Man. So I kind of wrote down the things that we saw, like hints towards character stuff that's happening. We know of Jim versus Dwight.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this episode, like Jim and Dwight are very much not friends, very much like at arms with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dwight is just very much he's almost kind of like a work Nazi. Like he's very much about rules and like how things should be. He's the assistant to the regional manager, but he takes it like as if he's like the second in charge. And Jim's very much like doesn't give a fuck about this like office job and like is looking for a way out.
Jim and like Tim from the British office, I feel like are exactly the same.
Yes,
I think
that's a good point.
I think Dwight is a little bit different than Gareth a little bit. Gareth was a little more goofy.
I would say that's probably the biggest difference.
Yeah.
Would you say that between Gareth and Dwight?
Yeah. Because Pam and Dawn are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
She's like,
at least for this first episode, right?
Yeah.
Like the thing with the Dwight/Gareth character is it's just like it's just supposed to be broadly like you're an annoying coworker.
Right.
And Rainn Wilson takes the Dwight character into kind of a different direction than
he steps it up a notch. I do think wasn't Gareth in some like militia though, so that like the sheriff's deputy volunteer thing is kind of a
I mean
parallel
for sure. Like those things are like in the script that they keep the same, but like
but how he plays it, very cringy, just like the Ricky Gervais David Brent.
Ryan's the new temp, so he's in there, which is interesting to just know when we've all seen it, to know Ryan's like trajectory in the show, becoming like the boss eventually and stuff. Sorry, spoilers
for The Office. I think that's supposed to be just like a kind of a like audience, like he's new to The Office too, so we're explaining things to the new temp so that the audience can learn them too. I feel like that fades a little bit in the American Office, where it's just like Ryan is just his own character.
Yeah, I don't. Brian. I mean, they put him in like a closet for a while and like barely talk to him and stuff. They definitely go away from Ryan being
the
like
audience,
the audience.
surrogate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like Jim more so is just based on most everymen.
Mm-hmm.
The everyman would be like, I'm Jim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have an office job. I don't really care. And I'm rakishly good looking.
Yeah.
Have you heard John Krasinski speak in real life in a while? He's
No.
like from Boston.
Yeah.
Which to me is very jarring to hear him speak like that, and that's not like the voice he's doing. That's his voice, you know? I don't know why. Like that Jim's voice is not his voice, and that the Boston one isn't the fake one.
I don't remember that. I feel like I've seen like interviews with him, and I like the thing that I pulled was that he's just much more like Jim is very mumbly.
Well, yeah.
And like whereas John Krasinski, the actor, is like much more lively and like, you know, an actor guy, but I didn't remember the Boston part of
He
it.
just has some of those long Boston vowels. Like when he's on that podcast, it's like, oh yeah, weird.
I don't think I've ever heard him casually speak. No.
Mm-hmm. Check it out.
I'll check it out. There's already hints of Pam and Roy's bad relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, does anyone like
He's
see that and be like, oh, that's a healthy, good one?
Yeah.
Like Roy definitely comes off as a big old dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even in just this early on.
Mildly worried about abuse for Pam.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I really hope people aren't watching this show and being like, that's a normal relationship. Fully normal.
Seems fine.
Yeah.
That seems okay, the way they talk to each other. I wrote fake firing of Pam. That's not really any hint of the thing. It was just really cringe and like...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's just this scene where
the
like
most uncomfortable thing in the world.
People know that downsizing is going around, and Michael like pulls in Pam to like, you know, prank her that she's being fired.
Well, he's trying to like prove to Ryan that they joke around a bunch in the office, and then this was the... I guess it speaks of... Obviously, it speaks of who they think are... Who Michael Scott is currently.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Zero, self-awareness. Awareness.
Yes. Which
None.
is also, again, like straight up scene out of the British.
David Brent.
Mm-hmm. And it makes sense. This episode, like out of context with the rest of the series, is a little weird. I mean, you get it. Like he definitely does stuff like that going forward, but the way it plays out is not nearly as cringy, I feel like, as this was.
Well, I feel like Michael probably has like one or two like kind of like, I don't know, uncomfortable moments maybe per episode going forward where he'll like say something and people will be like, that's just Michael, or like he'll really offend somebody, but like he was like he was like an Uzi in this one where like he was like, I'm gonna do more and more things, and it was kind of like but that was very, you know, British Office, I guess.
Yep.
It just reminded me that we had the scene with him and Jan and Pam that Todd Packard calls, but it's not the voice of the actual actor that comes later, I don't think.
Is it not?
It didn't sound like him to me at all.
I just kind of assumed it was, but I don't really know.
I'm assuming they probably wouldn't have maybe cast that, because that's like he's a name, you know. You'd have to pay him something, and for a pilot, you probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah, we all know his name.
Ooh, Champ Kind. It's terrible to not know his name. He's in like everything.
I'm slowly looking it up. I should have, instead of scrolling down on the Office IMDb, just went to
TomPacker.com.
Yeah. Well, I should have just went to like Anchorman.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Anything else about like the people? So we already said didn't get a lot of the background people who become big parts of this series. But my question was, so this being this is like single cam, like documentary style, based off the British Office, and that like really blew up to me after the American Office. But
yeah, the like mockumentary
but
style.
was the British Office like the first kind of big show to take off in the single cam?
At least in like
surely had been done before.
At least in like a comedy mockumentary style, maybe.
Yeah, like TV show. Besides like Spinal Tap.
yeah.
It wasn't the first mockumentary, but like series with that.
Yeah,
shot
because
like
I feel like all the other ones that you would think of similar to The Office came afterwards. Like Parks and Rec. You know, like because they did it for a little bit.
Yeah,
like in the first season, didn't they try to do like talk to the camera every once in a while?
Yeah,
which
there's
is
like
weird.
talking heads and stuff in parks.
Yeah, they get
for sure
with like Parks and Rec and Modern Family. Like it uses that format, but those shows get a little bit looser with it. Whereas like this, the Office very much, both offices really, UK and US, like use that format to drive like, you have the talking head to set up the structure of the plot of what's going on, and also like so you can, instead of figuring out what's going on in a character's head, they could just tell you in a talking head interview.
Yeah. Here's one line to explain.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if you don't know what talking head is, it's where they, in the documentary style, pull a character aside and you're talking to just the camera.
Yeah.
And we don't hear what they've clearly like prompt them with a question, but that we don't hear. We just hear the actor responding.
Yeah. The other thing that like The Office US is specifically famous for is the like reaction shots. Is someone says something cringy and then the character who's reacting to it like looks at the camera and is like, "Are you hearing this? Oh my gosh!"
Knowing glances to the camera. I do remember one of the big things like with this series is that they hired a bunch of camera operators from Survivor to actually like, because that's like what they did
to like capture things.
So it's like here's what's going to be happening inside this room. You go get it on film. And so then they're trying to also get like all those reactions from all the other office workers who maybe necessarily don't even know if they're on camera, if they're gonna make it in the bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel like I've heard some form of interview with some people, like BJ Novak maybe, and some others that have been like, there was some improv, but most of it wasn't, and it was very meticulous. Like the shots to like putting down a pen to like doing stuff like that. Like they knew what they were doing, and everybody in the whole room like knew what they were doing.
I feel like I've heard different based on their podcast.
Okay.
Because I know like they've talked about in like a bunch of the shots, you can see people like clearly playing like solitaire on their computer because they didn't think they were supposed to, like they weren't supposed to be in it.
I think it's at least from my understanding, it's that the dialogue was very much scripted into the script.
Okay.
But delivery and background things and also just like reactions and things were more loose.
They definitely, I mean, they showed, I've definitely seen solitaire.
Yeah.
on things. I always just assumed that was deliberate.
As compared to like,
I mean, it works, right?
Right, exactly.
As compared to like It's Always Sunny, where like the dialogue is very loose, like, and they're just kind of riffing and then they edit it later.
Yeah.
I think it probably depends, because I've definitely seen stuff. There's lots of like breaks and like scenes where everyone's just like
trying out different bits.
Like like Steve Carell has said something just insane, and everyone loses it and can't keep it together. There's some good ones, like when he's mocking what's his name for having that he has like diabetes.
Stanley?
He's like, yeah, he says something about Stanley having diabetes and like, I don't have diabetes, and then he's like gives up and like stands up to walk out of the conference room, but he like kind of grunts as he stands up, and Michael's like, just the sound you just made makes me know that I have, and everybody in the room loses it because it was very clearly not a line.
So yeah, I mean, it very much. I get why they did this. Direct repilot. Kind of feels like a cover song. Again, as a proof of concept of like, this is what the show would look like. Here are the bits that we're trying to take, or here are the elements that we're trying to take from the UK office, but like, it is going to be different with these different actors. If someone, probably some Gen Z kid or something, came up to you and is just like, hey, I've never seen The Office, where should I start? Would you tell them to start right from the top, or like, where would you have them? Like, it's a Gen Z kid, so you know that their attention span, they're not gonna like listen enough to be like, okay, I'll watch the first season and go from there. Like, what's your entry point, do you think? One episode.
Gay Witch Hunt.
Which is, I think, is the season 3 pilot, or not pilot, but season 3 premiere.
It's one of them. Yeah, it's a premiere of one of them. I don't know if it's season 2 or 3. What's season 2? The Dundies is season 2, which is pretty good.
Yes.
And yeah, Gay Witch Hunt is the season 3 first episode. I don't know why. I think that's a funny episode.
By season 3, they've really gotten into their rhythm, and that is like a very funny episode. You mentioned the Dundies, which I think I read somewhere that they were considering making that, like, they had this idea of the Dundies being like a potential pilot or something, but they didn't do it for the pilot, so they decided to save it for season 2 premiere.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I don't know how many other like episodes they actually really pulled much from the British Office.
The one that I thought of, and I think I've just like, it just happened to. This has happened to me with like 2 different people where I was watching. There were a person who didn't watch The Office, and they happened to like walk in the room when I was watching this episode, and then afterwards they were like, Well, what happens next then? Like, what goes on after that? And it was Booze Cruise.
Oh, I thought of that one when you first asked the question.
Which is like a season 2 episode where it's like they take the office out on a booze cruise in like the middle of February in the Northeast, so it's freezing and it's terrible. But like the main thing is like Jim is going to like tell his feelings for Pam, then it like doesn't work out timing wise. And so like it's a real like Jim and Pam will they won't they heavy episode. And heavy on the won't they, and that led the person that I was watching it with to be like, okay, so like I need to see
together, right?
Yeah, they get together like soon though, right? Like this has to happen. Which I think is interesting that like it's just the Jim and Pam is such a draw to this show.
Yeah.
That, and then when they do eventually get together in season 4 or so, that's when the show kind of starts to like peter off a little bit, at least in terms of popularity.
Right. Yeah, which is interesting because the basically all of the British Office is like it starts with the Tim and Don will they won't they, and by the end, like that's it, and it's only like 2 seasons, and they're short, and a Christmas special. But it takes forever in the American Office.
Yeah. So I guess just like the point of that exercise or whatever is like I get why they did this first episode as a like shot for shot cover of the British Office to show it's really, I mean, it really just serves the point of a pilot to show the studio and whoever's like paying money for this, like, hey, we're giving you what we said we would.
I think they did that for the American IT Crowd, starring your man Joel
McHale.
McHale.
They made
did not know that
Crowd
existed.
with Joel McHale.
It never like came to be the pilot episode.
There's a pilot.
There's like you can find it online, but the pilot episode is like pretty much. I think it starts off pretty much shot for shot. Also, that the British one does, and it's weird because it like. It's not anywhere near. It's just not funny. But the one guy, Richard Ayoade, he's in the American one.
Okay,
as the same guy.
That's funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's still
great.
British.
Yeah, yeah, pretty sure.
Huh.
That's funny.
And then the other people are different.
I will say though, even though I suggested a later season 2 episode, I think the other episodes in season 1 are good, and like they're some of them are all-timers.
Diversity
Day, basketball.
Diversity Day is legitimately episode 2,
which is amazing.
Yeah.
And that's Novak, right? Didn't he write that?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. Wouldn't be surprised though.
I think so.
They're all, when I look at like the list of the episodes, I'm like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I only looked at seasons 1 through 3, but.
And Toby was a writer, wasn't he? I think he was a writer before he was a character. And Mindy Kaling, I'm sure. They're just like, hey, you're funny. Get out there.
Yeah. Why don't you? We just need a person. You can just be a person, right?
Go do that.
Can you be a person?
Love it.
And I mean, like Diversity Day, like I haven't seen all of the UK Office, but I doubt there's a British equivalent, right? Like,
no,
that's something specifically American that you have. You're gonna have a cast of all these like diverse people that you can dig into the awkwardness of diversity in the office.
Man.
So yeah, don't watch the pilot, or understand what the pilot is in the context of.
Man, I mean, if you've never seen the British Office at all, then this pilot doesn't necessarily matter.
It doesn't, but then it does feel like a sore thumb of like, wow, that just is so different from season 1, the rest of season 1, and then season 1 is so different from the rest of the show in general.
Yeah,
true.
If you watch season 1, start in episode 2, and then if you like that, just watch the pilot episode before you go to season 2, because you're not gonna want to go back after that anyway.
I do think it's a great question though. I want to think about that question some more about what I would do, because I know a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people who do not like The Office because it is super cringy and awkward, and there are moments that are hard to watch. But it's like when you keep watching, you start to get those moments of like where it's like endearing that Michael is like he just wants everyone to like get along and have fun, and there's a reason behind his just idiocy.
Yeah, he's deeply insecure.
Yeah,
but he's thrust into being the leader of this workplace.
Yeah. There's just the characters are just great, but like if you can't get through a couple episodes of how awkward some of it is, you are not going to see those parts that rope you in, which is fine, but also watch it, you coward.
I'm not a coward. I got predictions for the last
Ooh.
episode. That's how not of a coward I am.
Okay.
Okay. These are mine. Because when we were doing this and writing these ones, I remember there was a last episode. I remember most of the characters are in it. But I don't really remember what happens.
Should we say what we think we know happens?
I think so.
The only thing that I think I remember what happens is like the documentary gets released, right? Or something.
I remember
that
there-
sounds familiar.
Yeah, I remember there being
That might be like
That's
the
a
end.
thing.
They like go
That's
to
a
the
thing.
bar and like they do that at some point. They watch.
Yeah.
that
must be this.
I don't remember if that was in the finale or not, but I do remember that like
Yeah.
the documentary of the show itself is part of the show now.
Yeah.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
The thing I remember is that I think isn't it Dwight and Angela's wedding?
It's somebody's wedding and Angela's involved.
Okay.
I remember that. Is it Dwight and Angela? Okay.
I think it's
That
Dwight
makes
and
sense.
Angela, and therefore that's why like Michael comes back for it.
Yeah.
Like he had been gone for seasons, and then he comes back for the finale.
Yep.
That sounds right to me as well. But
Mhm. Those are the things I
remembered
remember.
wedding.
That's about it.
Yeah.
okay, so my predictions are, because I remembered Michael came back. Michael says something uncomfortable to a lady.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I think they're gonna, he gets a little older and wiser when he's back in this episode, but I still think he gets to scot it
That's
up a
one
little bit.
last one in there.
I think Jim talks sports
Okay.
because that's what Jim does.
He loves sport.
Celebrity cameo, not from the normal crew, because obviously all these
Okay.
people are crazy
Mm-hmm.
popular. But I don't like. I'm thinking it's not like James Spader or Idris Elba or
Yeah.
it's not
those are
like
characters.
those people
Yeah.
either. It's like a different celebrity.
Okay.
And then number 4, Dwight holds a weapon,
Okay.
Define weapon.
something that Dwight can hurt somebody with.
That could be literally anything in Dwight's mind.
I mean, like not a pen. We'll know it's a weapon.
Okay.
Something primarily used to hurt people.
I mean, if he picks up
Okay.
a butter knife, but it's in the intent that he thinks he's going to be protecting himself. I'm
Okay.
counting
So
that as a weapon.
intent is important.
Intent is obviously important.
Okay.
but We'll
All
get
right.
there if we get there. We'll get there.
Just saying. I'm pretty sure Dwight owns a lot of weapons. Whether or not they're meant to be that or.
Okay.
Those are my 4.
Love
I
it.
went the opposite way. I said Dwight cries.
Oh. Emotional on wedding
You could
day.
be crying while holding a weapon.
Probably. What have I done?
Often. Oh God! Oh my God! Help me bury this body.
I have Dwight cries. Somebody performs magic.
Nice.
Okay.
Up to you if that's real magic or not.
It's an illusion, Michael.
I think Pam says Dunder Mifflin.
Ooh.
If I remember right, the company overgoes a few changes that are like bought out by several different companies, so they're
Yeah.
like they haven't been Dunder Mifflin in a while.
Sabre.
Yeah.
Sabre.
Sabre.
And then my last one is that Ryan is presumably on drugs. Like we'll
Okay.
just be able to tell that
Having a
he's
good time.
probably on drugs.
Love it.
Yeah.
Nice. My number 1 is I was trying to think of like I'm pretty sure. Well, I was trying to think of what Office like blimp parallel would be,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, they're probably getting married on Dwight's farm. So what's the farm, giant farm thing? So I think there's gonna be a hay baler,
Okay.
maybe
That's-
driven by Dwight.
That's the farm equivalent
That's
of a.
that's the biggest thing vehicle I could think of. They're big, man. Number 2, Michael does an accent. It's probably racist.
I hope he does it towards a woman.
Probably will. Number 3, we were talking about we didn't see Daryl, and I think I'm kind of just thinking of Daryl's his character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Doug Judy, who sings a lot. He sings a little bit in The Office, I think. Yeah.
He starts a band.
Oh yeah,
in The
he starts the warehouse band. So I have just Daryl sings.
Okay.
It's number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 4, I think Yeah, so this is going to be less like documentary-esque focus. So I just said one talking head.
Just one.
As in, if there's more than one, you don't get the point?
Yeah.
Okay.
It said 0 talking heads, and I'm like, it's probably going to be a talking head.
Man, I think there's going to be like 8 talking heads.
Well, I was coming at it as like, if it's wrapped up.
For every talking head, every talking head
And
over one.
And
How
they
about
gotta
this?
wrap up.
There's only one.
No, I'm not agreeing to what you're about to say.
It was gonna be it could have been lucrative for you.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
If there's only one, if there's 0 or 1, you get 10 points. If
10 points?
any over 1, me and Joe get 1 point per head.
You mean
terrible.
minus 1 point per head?
No, we get it. So if there's
We
2,
get
we get
1?
1 point. There's 3, we get 2 points.
Oh,
but if there's
God.
1 or 0, Jimmy gets 10.
I don't know.
All right.
It's going to change the season.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
There's 0 or
let's-
1. You get to give out 10 shots. For every one over, you have to take 1 shot.
Giving them all to Josh.
God, giving out 10 shots to 2 people.
Yeah. I could give one to myself, I
On a
suppose.
It gets you
Thursday.
good, yeah.
Get the cats over here.
God.
You're not giving my cats shots.
'Kay.
Unless if it's a tuna. They've never had.
Tuna
They've
shot.
never had tuna.
Tuna shot. Really?
No.
They would love it.
No, they would. I've opened a can of tuna.
Yeah.
It's
They're just
weird.
Like,
Why
is
are
that for
you
me?
so withholding?
Well, that's
Very
human
nice.
tuna.
Okay.
They're just like, it smells like cat food. Is that for me?
And I'm like, nope.
One talking head. Let's go.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So the finale, which is what it's called, of The Office, aired on May 16th, 2013. So we're gonna watch that, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the finale of The Office. You got a form of a write-up, Jimmy?
Kinda.
Okay.
1 year later, Dunder Mifflin employees past and present reunite for a panel discussion about the documentary and to attend Dwight and Angela's wedding, is what the IMDb says. It's kind of 3 things, though. It's it starts, and this was like a 2-part episode, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, 2 parts, same day. It's just an hour long.
I think it's listed as like 2 show codes in the.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and it's like Dwight's bachelor party that Jim, as bestest mensch, has planned with, like it said, past and present folks. And then we have the actual panel for the documentary, and then the wedding and like after party itself. The end.
That's it. Thanks for listening.
And like almost no talking heads.
Yeah, pretty much just straight up TV show.
I counted 17 talking heads.
Make no sense. Somewhere in the wiki it said like there must be like a one line of like they're doing stuff for DVD like extras or whatever.
So that's why they're still filming.
And that's why they're still filming.
Yeah, they say that in the show. They said it.
That's how they made it make sense that they're doing their same format.
Yep.
Couldn't think of that.
So, Joe, we would have gotten 16 points
Each?
if Jimmy would have taken the bet.
There were
Wow.
16 talking heads?
No, there's 17, but
Yeah.
we would have got every point above 1.
Wow. That's outrageous.
Well, I mean, way to not take that bet.
Yeah.
In all fairness, I don't think Joe was keen for it either. It's my best bet of
Just
winning
saying.
the season.
I don't know. I
We
get
still
to
got
give
some
out
shows left.
16 shots.
Listener, take
I
one.
didn't say no to the shots.
If you took a shot, you get 1 point.
But you have to do it right now, though.
Let us know how
you
many
have
points.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and you can't just pause
Yeah.
time.
You have 30 seconds in real time.
We'll wait.
No, we won't. It's up.
Yeah, it kind of bounced. Well, yeah, they bounced to the past a tiny bit from that, like what happened in between the year.
Mm-hmm.
But because some people, Jim and Pam, Dwight, Angela, Meredith, Phyllis, they were all still working at Dunder Mifflin.
Time's up.
Nice.
Yes. And then like Kevin got fired. He works at he owns a bar now.
Owns a bar.
Yeah, he was fired within this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, they kind of showed it, like they retconned it. Like, oh, remember that time I fired him, and then they did the scene.
Mm.
Yeah, like that was a flashback, right? Basically, of in between the year.
Well, but I don't think it was like a clip though.
No, it wasn't a clip. No.
Yeah.
But it was like
we did see clips in this in this episode as well.
Toby lives in New York for some reason.
Oh yeah, he's trying to become a novelist.
Yeah. And Stanley had retired and moved to Florida City, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Out on a dock somewhere.
Oh, and then like
Whittle.
Andy was just
Andy
somewhere.
works at Cornell.
He works at Cornell in the admissions office.
Good for him.
Good gig for him.
Seems like an Andy job, so it's good.
Nobody loves Cornell more than him.
That's true. Not even
In real
life people that went to Cornell. But then everyone else was there, and they had the old. I mean, it was like they had the Bachelorette and the Bachelor party, but the Bachelorette party was definitely second to, especially considering the bride got abducted
Kidnapped
by Mose.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Jim is Dwight's best man or bestest mensch, and he is, because he's so good at pranks, he's kind of the best at, setting up something unique for Dwight.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of in the same vein of being able to prank Dwight. He's so good at being able to prank Dwight because he knows him so well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And knows what would annoy him, and so he's the best person to set up a perfect day for Dwight because he knows what he would like.
Well, first stop, they stop it so Dwight can just shoot a bazooka in like a field, and Dwight's like, "This isn't on the itinerary. Why are we here?" So he can. It's funny because they're really good friends now, but he clearly just he immediately gets under Dwight's skin just for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But then he uses that for good
Mm-hmm.
in this episode. And then Mose abducts Angela.
It's some sort of
Dwight family tradition.
Dwight family tradition that you abduct the bride and bring her to the groom on the day before or something.
Mm-hmm. And you have to buy everyone a drink.
Yeah.
To get her back.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty
They
low.
had a chant.
Pretty low cost to get your wife back.
Yeah.
Your betrothed
back. I mean,
worth it.
She had to sit in the trunk of a car, which is maybe not the best spot.
Mm-hmm.
She's really small though. Angela, that lady's a small lady. At least
she couldn't walk down the aisle the next day because her legs were still effed up.
I think that was she's milking it for comedy. I think she would have been fine.
She didn't want to walk.
And for pity.
For pity, yes.
So, Phyllis carried her down the aisle on piggyback, which is great.
Which is funny. I think that added to as well because she's always so mean to Phyllis, and it makes him be like, oh, they are friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The last Jim prank is that he on the day of he says that he can't.
Oh yeah.
He's either unwilling or unable to be his best man at the wedding. He can't
He's not allowed because he's younger than Dwight, and the best man. He said the officiant, whatever it is at Dwight's wedding.
Yeah,
who knows? Said I'm sure this is not real.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the lore of the Dwight family tradition, that the best man needs to be older than the groom.
Mm-hmm.
And so he brought Michael in.
Yeah, of course, it's Michael Scott coming back for
the OG.
One last episode to serve as the best man at the wedding.
He had about 3 lines and in the whole thing, and his first one was, Dwight says, "I can't believe you came." And he says, "That's what she said."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good callback. Really sweet way that they used him.
Mm-hmm.
But it is interesting. I mean, not interesting, but like so again, the show this was like one of the last like big hits for NBC, and they kind of stretched it, right? Like the popularity had waned a little bit. Steve Carell was ready to be done. He finished in season 7. They kept the show going and then ended it 2 seasons later. Even like Greg Daniels and Michael Schur, who had started the show, like they left, I think, at least after like season 4, they were splitting their time between The Office and Parks and Rec.
Right.
And then it was for this final season that Greg Daniels came back. Like it just, I guess what I'm saying is like they had stretched this show beyond like what the core was, and then for this last season kind of brought everybody back to like do one last hurrah. And I'm surprised that they didn't get more Michael Scott, Steve Carell time. Like he was really, like you can tell he was there really for like a day or two. However, long it took to take him showing up to surprise Dwight, and then, the entrance scene at the wedding, and then a talking head in the reception. And like, that was really it.
Right. I'm curious on what he said that's what she said joke right at the beginning too, but like maybe it's because he wasn't on screen that much. And maybe they did that because he wasn't around for the last 2 seasons, but he was there for most of the show technically.
Yeah.
It's weird that he didn't have a little bit more comedy.
Yeah.
In that at all. Like he just was really like the stoic patriarch.
Yeah.
That like they're like, "Oh, you're back."
Yeah, they kind of had him like a serious character.
Yeah.
It's just again, I think we all have a relationship with this show where whether we watched it all the way through or fell off somewhere in between, it was like clearly had like the interest in the show had kind of waned in the later seasons, and then once we're getting towards the ending had like kind of come back to it. You can tell that in some of the things that they focus on in this episode of like, there's clearly characters that have been in the show for the last few seasons, like seasons 7, 8, 9, that like are kind of pushed to the wayside for like, nope, we're like Stanley's here. We're giving more Stanley time. And like, nope, like,
what's he been up to?
Yeah. Like Andy has been gone, but he's back now, and we're like giving him some more time. Then I'm surprised that they didn't do the same for Michael Scott, and maybe that's just like Steve Carell, just like, you get me for a day.
Yeah, I mean, he's a busy guy. It's amazing they had him as long as they did, really, because like I feel like he had taken off like in movies like long before before he was done with this show.
Yeah.
And that takes up a lot of time. Because like, I mean, when was Anchorman? And like, that was early.
Yeah, Anchorman was before this, but like,
sure,
like Despicable Me.
Yeah.
40-year-old
Virgin,
40-year-old Virgin,
and
yeah.
Little Miss Sunshine. Like those were a couple years into this show, and he was in it for 7. So good on you.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Dana Carvey show? Have you ever watched that?
I don't think so.
It's like skit.
I don't know.
It's just like Dana Carvey's like skit comedy show after he left SNL. And it's pretty amazing because there's a bunch of like Second City, like Chicago improv people like Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert doing these skits that like most people probably have not seen, and they're great. There's a great bit with Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert as waiters, but they're like disgusted by the menu that they're reading off, and so they're like, anyway, it's not funny to describe. You gotta watch it.
Okay.
We'll find it after this. Pause this and go watch Dana Carvey show.
They really try to beat down Pam in the Office panel.
I mean,
because again, yeah, the documentary that apparently they had been filming for 9 years, has now aired. It's like a PBS documentary or something, and then they do a like Q&A with the cast of The Office, where they do a bunch of questions, and a bunch of people are asking Pam like, "Hey, why were you so terrible to Jim?
What's your deal?"
Which is maybe a later season thing, because like
if I can remember correctly, I think it is like a season 8, 9 part. Maybe late season 8. The timing's probably wrong for whatever I'm saying, but like I feel like I remember it being like, damn, they need to get divorced. Like, you know, it was like
they
it was
went
like
to therapy.
It was like nasty for a bit.
therapy.
But then like in season 9 leading up to this, like it really, like from what we saw, I don't know if they had to have still been filming obviously the thing, but it was like I remember thinking like, oh, they like stopped doing that because I think maybe they were like, this like tension between Jim and Pam is like no one wants this.
It's too much.
And so I think they corrected it, and then they got happy again.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean I think they corrected it honestly by like Jim being like, I just love you and everything's great, and then they were like, okay, cool, and then they were like nice to each other. Because
like the things that I remember from like from the show, which is granted the earlier seasons, is like Jim had like kissed a married woman, and then Jim had left his girlfriend in New York to go like ask Pam on a date. And then Jim bought a house without Pam knowing. Like a lot of things that I'm just like, hey man, these aren't like,
that's not cool.
Yeah, not great ways for an adult to behave in a relationship.
I mean, funny enough is like Jim and Pam's relationship throughout this entire show is a really like a romantic comedy movie. But if you don't fully dispense belief and like are just like only these two people matter in the world when you're watching like a movie like that, like you realize that like they're like cheating on other people and being shitty and being like crazy.
If you take one step back and look at the plot, you're like, wait a minute.
Like romantic comedies are
terrible.
Like terrible. Like they're like, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't trust anybody to be in a relation, you know, like that's kind of what like Jim and Pam are.
Yeah.
Like a little bit, like, you know, they're like, oh, we're super in love, so everything will be fine. And it's like, well, I mean, you know.
They're fine. Well, and they did like a reverse Home Improvement. She is gonna like
she didn't
give up
hit him
her
with a paint
dream
can?
so that he can go live his dream of Athleap. Be in the city.
Which, remind me what Athleap is again.
It's Daryl's like app or something.
No, Jim.
What is it? What was it?
So at some point, Jim was like with these other people that he knew from somewhere. Because they weren't Dunder Mifflin people.
Yeah.
And he was like starting like a startup, and it was called like Athlete, I think, before. But then it was like blowing up. So Jim was like working like half at Dunder Mifflin, half at there. And I don't remember what season this was. But then they got like big, but then they moved to like Philly or something. And then he was like flying out for a while and then coming back. And then that's when all like the marital stuff started getting worse. And then he brought Daryl in because like he's like, Daryl, do you want to be in the warehouse forever, or do you want to do this, which I think you're perfect for? And then Daryl just quit his job, and that's where Daryl worked. And that was like near the end of season 9. But then Jim stayed at Dunder Mifflin to stay married to Pam.
Yeah,
basically
gave up his dream.
Yeah.
I'd also say, just watching like this episode, this finale, Pam, meh.
Like,
and I think it's
can you elaborate on that?
like all of that for Pam. I don't know, man. And I think it's just that I don't think Jenna Fisher is that great an actress. I said it. Let's blow past it. Like literally.
No, let's analyze this.
What's Kimmy Schmidt? What the hell is her name?
Erin.
But what's her?
Oh, her
that
real name?
actress whose name is totally escaping me right now.
Yeah.
I thought her like thing with her like estranged parents in the panel was like better acting than like Pam and anything in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm not a Pam hater. I like Pam.
It's
Have you seen anything else she's done?
No.
She was in that one.
Exactly.
What was she in?
Blades of Glory.
Yeah, Blades of Glory.
Okay, that's just a great film.
She was fantastic in that.
That's just a great film. She could do no wrong.
It's yeah. I mean, whether it's Pam, again, I mean, whether it's Jenna Fisher or whether it's John Krasinski or whether it's writing, there definitely is something to, like, once they get together, something is not working with these characters anymore.
Yeah.
Not to say that ruins the show or anything, but it's like a little bit of what made these characters sparkle, like, kind of loses it. It just kind of loses steam of like what is going on there.
What season did they get married?
I don't remember, but like they got together. It was season 4 that they got together because it was the end of season 3 that like Jim had like asked Pam out or whatever. And that's just kind of like, that's like the double-edged sword of like building these characters on like a will they won't they, like the British Office ended on that, right? Like they did, was it just like the 2 seasons, and like even with like the Christmas episode that they did later, it was still kind of a maybe, right? Whereas this was gonna go on for 9 seasons, and you can't will they won't they for 9 seasons.
Unless they go on a break.
Yeah, right.
Somebody cheats on somebody, and then many seasons go by.
Is that like
that's Friends?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Friends?
Yeah. But they also that also didn't start with that will they won't they. That was weaved in later.
They got married in season 6.
Season 6.
The beginning of season 6.
I do remember seeing that. So I've at least seen through season 6.
And that's a good episode.
It's a double.
Yeah.
They get married in season 6 in episodes 4 and 5, and then they have their baby in episodes 17 and 18. Because she's already pregnant at the end of season 5. That's the season 5 finale.
Yeah.
That's when they find out, because that's Company Picnic.
Oh, yeah. That's also good.
They definitely see Pam, the writers and creators definitely see Pam as like the like kind of the core, I mean, outside of Steve Carell and Michael Scott, as kind of like the heart of the show, in that in the pilot, and even, this is taking from the British Office, she's like, the person who's kind of put upon in the first episode and like, joking about being fired. All the way to the end, she's given the very last talking head. There's like a whole like, kind of almost montage of just like each character gets a talking head for the last 5 minutes of the show, and she gets the very last one.
I feel like the way I'm having a hard time pinpointing when I thought this in this episode, but when she was like talking to the camera about something, and it wasn't the very last point, but she was talking, and I was like, are you the main character of this show?
It's kind
like
of
the way, like the way she was like talking, I was like, because I've never thought that before, but I don't know why I was like watching it now, and I was like, are you?
It really does kind of revolve around Pam, because even as you're like watching, you're kind of with like the Jim and Pam, you're kind of the Jim watching Pam,
Yep.
That makes any sense.
A lot of
I
people.
no, I totally know what you mean. I'm just like, yeah, like it just kind of surrounds what she's doing, what her relationship is to Roy.
Yeah. And when like Jim's talking heads are just about Pam, you know? Interesting. Yeah, I've never thought about that.
I mean, much like Jim is only, the first episode he's talking about how he doesn't care about this job and like why is he even still here. The subtext there is that he's there because Pam is there. And with us as viewers watching this show, why would we care about a show that's just about like a boring office? It's like because we care about the people there, right? And so, yeah, in a way, Pam is kind of just the main character.
The Pam show. We did it.
If anything, she's the sun.
We figured it out.
Yeah, everything kind of
orbits around her.
Revolves around what she is doing.
All right, we cracked the code. We did it. Figured it out.
Great job. I thought of a couple notable people we didn't see in this that we talked about, I think, after.
Oh, yeah?
The fact is Rashida Jones.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't see Holly.
Yeah.
I always thought that was
stuff.
weird from the beginning. For the first time I saw this, like last one, and then maybe they were like, we don't want to take away from Michael coming back, but I was like, why didn't Holly come for the wedding?
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird. And maybe did they say like, oh, the kid's at home or something like that?
Something,
but like,
but it's still,
seems weird.
Take that step.
It's because Holly is part of Michael's ending, right? Like it would have been something to have Michael and family come, right?
Yeah. How much more money would that have been? You know, get a few more kids on there.
Yeah.
Brought all these other people back. That's when I think I started to really like this show. I think it was when
they brought on Holly.
When Holly was in, because then you have like the full blown cast is just rolling. You've got Mindy in there, Mindy Kaling, and Ryan Steele. You've got Andy Bernard.
Oh, so I mean, whether this is true or not, I just like on Reddit for why wasn't Holly in the thing. And obviously the Office answer was like they had kids to care for, and the reason why they were where they were was because her parents like had dementia, so like a weekend trip would have been like hard to do.
I didn't remember
and
that.
then someone said real life answer is she had 4 movies come out in 2013, which meant she was slammed when they would have been filming the finale.
She was in 4 movies?
I guess.
I have never seen that person in a movie.
Neither have I.
How many was Steve Carell in? He made it work.
Yeah, he snuck it in.
So maybe that's true, maybe that's not, but figure it out. You know the finale's coming. Figure it out.
I mean, again, if you're in a movie and one is in the way, like you're probably there for like a couple weeks when they're shooting a show in a couple weeks. So
it's one of those weird things where it's like if you can't get this actor to like come to the place, like she had to stay back. It's like put her on, like they've put people on like computers in like as in like they're like waving like, oh hey, I can't be there, but like I'm here for like 3 seconds or whatever. They've done that in The Office.
Yeah.
Just one of those things was just like just in any form her not being there is weird.
Yeah,
because Steve's there.
Yeah, because it's such a big part of the Michael character.
Yeah,
interesting.
Still good.
Again, I kind of want to go back and watch the Goodbye Michael episode and just like imagine if this is the last episode and like how would this have played?
I'd like you to go when you think about it. I'd love to know whether or not you think that episode's funny, because I swear it's one of the funniest episodes of that TV show. It's so funny, and I mean, probably gonna be less funny going back watching it cold, not having gone X amount of seasons up to it. But I bet it's still gonna be really really funny.
Maybe the laughs
and horribly
are just
sad.
So good because the crying is also so hard.
Well, then maybe that's why I think it's so funny, because I cry real hard.
Or even there's a part of me that thought like the season 3 finale would have even made for a good finale. Like, granted, that's way early in the show
for an American show,
and
sure.
yeah, and I'm not. There's a lot of great episodes after season 3 that I don't want to like wipe off of the universe, right? But season 3 ends with Jim finally asking Pam out. That's like the cliffhanger at the end of the episode.
Oh yeah.
And then Ryan the temp from the first episode becomes the big boss at corporate at the very end.
Well, it's because and Michael's like telling Dwight he can take over his job because like Michael thinks he's gonna get the job.
Yeah, he thinks he's gonna get the job, but it ends up the temp, who was the lowest on the bottom, like becomes the highest of the high, and that's like kind of a great book.
But Ryan's been going to business school this entire time,
right?
Yeah,
true.
It just like there are things about that where it just seems like if it had ended right there, like that would have been like a great ending.
And they would have lost out on so much money.
Yeah. Like, I understand why it kept going, but like narrative wise, like what a great ending that would have been if they would have just stopped there.
Yeah. And I feel like shows like that, shows like this that are like these network, like syndicated, like stuff, like you maybe don't ever fully know if you're going to get a next season.
Yeah. You don't plan for
unless
9 seasons.
Literally you've worked out a deal before your season has ended. But I feel like that is probably very infrequent. That's very
you
uncommon.
Gotta kind of treat every season like it's the last.
Yeah.
And therefore don't plan for future seasons. Don't plan for a 3-season arc. Like,
it's not like you've started to write them, you know, on a show like this. Good times, though.
But I mean, all those things about dreaming about a different ending, different earlier endings. There's still the actual finale was funny, and I think a fitting ending and like well put together and brought things back. And I think ended in the right spot of just again with Pam being kind of the core and the heart, and just her last talking head was just about like this was just kind of an ordinary place, but aren't ordinary things like beautiful to see?
Yeah, they did a good job of giving everybody screen time, talking, and then they even tastefully wrapped in a small amount of clips. They're very, very small amount too,
Yeah.
Not more than a couple seconds really at a time. So I think it wrapped up characters well, doing that little time jump and having some of them not be there and having some being like, this is what I've been doing. It kind of wraps them up pretty easily. And then Nellie got a baby. So
yeah, that whole baby
that was weird.
Part of it was very weird to me.
She was very baby.
Catherine
She wanted a baby.
Ended up with a baby.
She's wanted a baby throughout the last seasons. She might have been trying to adopt.
Yeah,
or something like that.
If you're listening along and don't remember, Ryan had come back. He had come to the wedding with a baby who he had said that like it was something where like he had a girlfriend and she had a baby and then she left him or something. And then so he brought this baby, saw Kelly there, put this baby in charge of like Kelly's boyfriend who's like a pediatrician, like made up some excuse for him to go away, and then him and Kelly ran off.
He literally said, I made the baby suck on a strawberry for a little bit because it's allergic.
Yeah.
Good
He'll
Lord.
be fine.
Yeah. And then the baby ends up with Nellie.
Yeah.
Who's Catherine Tate, who's one of the better Doctor Who companions. If you ever watch that show. She's Donna. She's amazing.
Totally. Doctor Who forever.
She's funny as hell.
She's pretty funny in this show.
Is she funny in this show?
She's pretty funny.
She's
not bad.
Got that dry.
Yeah,
British humor.
She brings a different humor to it, but she's funny. She just like messes with people, but like she's not joking with them. She just fucks with people in the show. I feel like, or like I think I mentioned earlier, she just steals. When Andy's like the boss, like Andy leaves to go on a boat trip, and she just like assumes control, and then he gets back and he's like
power vacuum.
And then he gets back and he's like, all right, get out of my office. And she's like, I'm the boss. This is my office. And then like, I think that's when
because
Robert,
it's Andy. 'Cause he's just gonna roll over.
well, and I think that's when Robert California was around.
Oh,
I think. And then Andy's like, she's like, won't go away. And Robert California's like, oh, you figure it out. I don't care who's boss. I just need a boss.
I don't think I've seen the one where Dwight becomes the boss, but then what is she still doing around? What job is she doing?
I feel like she never really had a job. That was the thing.
Well, even more the case then, what is she still doing there?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. I thought it was a good finale, all in all.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty solid.
Definitely.
I feel like it felt better. It probably feels better than a lot of the surrounding episodes leading up to it, just because of what it was. But I'm assuming a lot of people, once again, like Joe said, they probably came back and watched it. But I'd be interested to see people who just fell off in like season 6 or something like that, 5 and were like, no, you lost me. I'm out.
Yeah, it's basically me.
There you go.
And this was great. I have seen this before. Still good. Predictions?
We got them. I went first, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my first one, I said Michael says something uncomfortable to a lady. He barely said anything to anybody.
Mm-hmm. He was a gentleman.
Jim talks sports. Nobody got a sports job.
That's true.
Which is unfortunate.
Talk.
I really was thinking like Daryl was going to be there and him and Daryl just like talk about sports.
Mm-hmm.
So I just assumed, especially when they're like, oh, he might go get sports job back or something.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, just talk to Daryl for 15 seconds.
Say one thing about
Say
what's
something
new
about
with sports.
Say the word basketball.
Yeah.
He didn't. But then we get better here. Celebrity cameo. Seth Meyers and Bill Hader did an SNL skit, like literally, like it was like Weekend Update, and they were making fun of Andy Bernard's like crying thing that he did. So check for celebrity cameo. And then I said Dwight holds a weapon, and he shot a bazooka.
Yeah,
yes, he did.
Pretty solid weapons.
It's a pretty solid weapon. That weapon's not allowed in The Purge.
Oh, that's one of the ones that's not allowed?
Yeah, that's a class 5 weapon, or I don't know.
Oh, okay.
2 points.
Only allowed butter knives in the
no
Purge.
atom bombs.
No atom bombs in The Purge. Can't kill the president. Can't use an atom bomb.
I had Dwight cries, which there were times where like Dwight was like, emotional, but I didn't really see him cry. I don't think.
I didn't catch cry.
Someone performs magic. I don't think I saw that either. Pam says Dunder Mifflin, which she did very close to the end. Like they're back in the office, the phone is ringing. She answers with her classic Dunder Mifflin. This is Pam. Yep. So yeah. And then Ryan is on drugs, probably.
I mean,
it's like weird behavior, but I
think his only drug was his lust for Kelly.
Right.
Yeah.
I was more of expecting him to be like disheveled and like.
If pheromones are a drug, then you get the point.
Yeah, like craving sugar water or something. Like, so I would say no for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Is he a Men in Black alien?
Yeah, he's a space roach. 1 point for me then.
Well, my number one is hay baler, and we saw the hay, but not the bales. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's the Schrute Farms. They probably have not any sort of gas powered. It's probably some sort of old fashioned.
They have mows. They don't need
machine.
A hay baler.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Michael does an accent. He said about 3 things, and none of them were in an accent. Number 3, Daryl sings. We did get a quick clip of the old band.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
But didn't hear him though.
We didn't have the audio of it.
Yeah.
If someone
looks
sings,
like he was singing.
If you see someone singing but you can't hear them, are they singing?
I don't think so.
Just because you can't hear them singing means they're not?
Yep.
Joe.
God.
I mean, I'm agreeing with Joe,
Damn
but
it. Half a point?
I don't think so.
Number 4. Something about talking heads. Who remembers?
17 talking heads.
So many talking heads.
And I'm confident I missed some.
It makes no sense. Well, I don't think you were counting like the ones in the cab because those weren't traditional.
Those weren't traditional. That was like just after they had, they're being picked up from the airport. So it's not like they were pulled aside to do a talking head. It's just like, hey, we're shooting you. Like talk a little bit.
Or Stanley in the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the most untraditional ones that I did were like when Creed was like playing guitar, and then they were talking. They were talking heads, but they weren't in the room. Mm-hmm. But it was like Creed was talking. But
Creed sang.
But you could
Come
also
on.
Creed sang. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, exactly. So 0.
I forgot that Creed was actually in the bands in the 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's we did it. We finally did The Office.
There you go, fans.
So stop bugging Joe about it.
We've pretty much done like every like notable NBC show at this point, huh?
Yeah, sure. I mean, probably. I don't know.
I might have a list.
Oh,
I might have an edition.
Hey, there you go.
There's
always more shows out there.
And if you want to send us show suggestions, you can at FNDale Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter. We don't have a Threads yet.
Who does, though?
Because Joe or Jimmy haven't made it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to do it for this week. We'll see you next week for another one. Goodbye.
Did you see my phone? No, man.
Oh, so you know what show we're doing?
I mean, I might.